This is the Vapid Firebolt ASP, and at the time of recording this video, this vehicle has not yet been released into the game. The only way to get it currently, if you are on PS5 or Xbox Series X and S, is to complete your career challenge in the Garment Factory. Tier 4 will unlock this vehicle. Now, I actually recorded this last night, except I had my microphone muted, and it was in the snow as well, so I'm going to pop up the footage here now of me just driving around in the snow. Because if I had done a video on vehicles to drive around in the snow while the snow was still here, I didn't do that this year, this would have been very, very close to making it into that list. As you can see me driving through the city here, this is with the HSW upgrades on it too. It is handling pretty damn well in the snow, given the speed that it's capable of, and it has the off-road tyres on it, which probably helps, and it is an off-road vehicle, all-wheel drive. And yeah, I was quite enjoying driving this around in the snow, and it's a shame that I had my microphone muted for that video, because you're not going to get my true first impressions in this video of what this vehicle is like. Anyway, let's go over what I did with the customization. So, my armour I put all the way up, brakes with the HSW brakes on the bumper. I left it as stock because I just preferred that one, and same with the rear, because it's secondary in carbon and forged carbon. Just doesn't look all that good in my opinion. The chassis I went with the bed rack, which is how it actually came when I got it through the career progress. Obviously if you buy it off the website once it's released, it's going to come like this stock standard. Then you've got the options of a roll cage, utility roll cage, and rear cage with fuel cell. So I like the back rack the best. Then the engine, I put the HSW engine tune on. I went with the bed stack exhaust. Now it came with the chrome exhaust here from the career progress, so there's a couple of different options here for the exhausts. You've got the ones down the bottom there as well. I don't like the exterior stack there, but I do like how it comes with the bed stack, because you can drive it through deeper water. With the exhaust being above water, the vehicle's not going to get destroyed. The grille, I went with the plastic mesh, which I think was what it came with off the career progress as well. So there's a few different options there, 11 different options for the grille. That was the one I liked the best. There are 23 options for the hood. I went with the performance hood. Now when I say there's 23 options, there's actually 3 options for a lot of the different ones. As you can see here, we come from the stock hood there, secondary hood, then you've got the cowed hood, secondary hood, carbon. So a lot of them are just secondary and carbon, and the primary colour obviously. So there are a lot of 23 different options, but really a couple of them are just duplicated options. So I went with the performance hood with the primary colour. Didn't bother about the horn. The headlights, I put the xenon on and went with the full neon kit with the black light. The livery, I didn't like any of the liveries, to be honest, so we went through a couple of them, and this one I'm pretty sure is from the Fast and the Furious movie, is it not, or a reference to the Fast and the Furious. Then we've got the flag there, the Vapid Classic. I don't mind that one, but I'm not, yeah. Then you got the Drink USA one. I've already got a pickup that has this livery on it, so I'm not going to do that with this one. Then the Flames and Cameo, and then you got the HSW liveries, which most HSW vehicles have, so I just left it with the livery alone. The mirrors I left as standard. The plate here, this is what I want to know. It says Marshall on here. Is this an exclusive plate? In particular, the wording of it. Let me know in the comments below. I'm actually going to change that to yellow on blue, just because it matches the paint a little better. But someone let me know. Actually, I'm going to go with that one, a little more plain. Someone let me know in the comments below, is this an exclusive plate here, Marshall? Because if it is, I'm going to keep it like that. If it's not, I'm going to come back in and change it to Deadman eventually. We'll leave it like that for now though. The respray, how it came out of the, whoops, not metals, metallic. Saxon Blue was how it came from the career progress, so I left that alone. And the secondary colour, again metallic, it's the black. So the bed rack here, or the, not the bed rack, the roll cage inside the bed there. So I left that as the black because I just think it looks better like that one. Trim colour, it only changes the seats here, so I went with the Saxon blue matching the exterior. Whoops, we're not done here yet. Skirts, I didn't like any of these options simply because it is an off-road vehicle, and I may want to take it off-road, so I didn't want to put any of these on, risk getting caught on rocks and whatnot. With the spoilers, some of these were real overkill, but it does add a little bit of traction. You can see there, if I go back to no spoiler, it's taking a tiny bit of traction off. So I went with the low-level ducktail just because it's barely noticeable, and it does put that extra bit of traction on the vehicle. Sun strips, you got plastic primary, secondary. I left that alone, didn't like any of those. Suspension I put all the way down with the HSW suspension, but realising that it's an off-road, I may come back and raise it depending on how it performs off-road, because I haven't taken it off-road yet. HSW transmission, obviously, the HSW Stage 3 Turbo. The wheels, it came with the off-road Mudslinger in black, and I decided to leave that alone. I just like the look of it, but I did put the tires on them because it didn't come with that. It came like this here. I like the custom tyres there, and of course I put the bulletproof tyres on. And the windows, it came with the limo chrome windows, so I left that alone as well. Let's take it for a drive now. Turn the radio off so I can actually hear it. Now this is going to be my first drive of this not in the snow, because I did, like I said, last night I took it for a drive, it was in the snow still, so it's going to be my first drive not in the snow, and it's nice light in the afternoon, so we're going to get a good look at how it feels as well. So let's have a listen. Doesn't sound too bad, and it's a little bit slow on the acceleration, but it does have a good top speed. I don't say much about the handling just yet, but let's have a look here at the speedometer. I managed to get this, I'm not kidding, to 160. There we go, there, just over 160. In the snow, I got it to 160 along here. That is absolutely crazy for a pickup truck doing that kind of speed. Let's, how do I get up onto the freeway here? Let's get out of first person for a second. Let's, here we go. Okay, now we're on the freeway. Let's really open it up and have a look at what we can do. Yeah, wow, so I'd say a realistic top speed with this one's going to be around the 140 to 150 mark. Going over a few bumps, you could see I was able to get it up to 160. But I'd say that 160 isn't going to be a realistic top speed you can do in this. Okay, let's head back up into the city now, and we'll see what it's like driving around in the city amongst traffic, in and out of the tight streets. And I tell you what, as far as a pickup truck goes, we call them utilities in Australia, or utes for short. So only calling it a pickup for those of you in America. As far as a pickup, or utes, whatever you want to call them, go, this is pretty damn good. Look, if you are on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, highly recommend grinding out your career progress in the Garment Factory to pick this up for free while it is not released in the game yet. Something else I forgot to mention is it has the ability to put the missile lock-on jammer on if you take it to your agency workshop, vehicle workshop in your agency, or if you own if you have GTA Plus, you own the Vinewood Club Garage. You can put a Marnitech on there, I believe, as well. So you can put a missile lock-on jammer on this, and you can drive around in a public session and no one with homing missiles is going to be able to lock onto you, which is fantastic. This, yeah, look, definitely, if you're watching this before it's released and you are on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, or even if you're watching it after it's been released, don't buy it. Grind out the career progress. Get it for free. Those of you on PC, Xbox One, and PS4, look, once this is released, I do recommend buying it because I reckon even without the HSW upgrades, I reckon it's probably going to be still a decent vehicle. And I'm really enjoying this. This is the Vapid Firebolt ASP. Highly recommend grinding out the career progress to pick it up. I'm actually really enjoying driving this around. So there she is, the Vapid Firebolt ASP. 100% worth grinding out for if you don't have it available to buy yet. If you're watching this before it has been released in the game, highly recommend grinding out the career progress. Love this vehicle. This is great. This is probably going to be in my top 10 favourite cars, to be honest. Just random cars to drive around. Yeah, definitely awesome vehicle. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like. If you want to see more GTA content, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.